Nobody likes to be alone. Nobody likes to feel alone when you have a question. With state and federal communications, you will not be alone. Well, looking back to my early days, one of the first things I had to learn was this industry has its own language, and words mean something very specific here in government affairs. And words like gift, influence, they may not mean the same thing as what I thought coming in. So that was the first thing I had to learn was there's a particular language here in this industry, and words matter and definitions matter. As I learned the language of government affairs and corporate compliance, I also realized it's always changing. And so those definitions that I spent 2 years learning could be amended. And that's something that's challenging, but also something rewarding to be able to get your head around a particular concept or word and to be able to convey that to others. Another important thing I learned about this industry is the regulated community and the regulating community generally have some common goals. And most of the folks, that I've come in contact with truly want to comply and want to do the right thing. So that's fairly unique in this industry where regulators and the regulated community come together and discuss matters important to both sides and really work together towards the goal of staying in compliance. One of the most fulfilling things about my position is, turns out I'm fairly good at it. So I've had the opportunity to experience a lot of different jobs in my life, especially in the early years, trying out different things. And I can remember specifically the day I was carrying 2 packs of shingles up a ladder for my roofing job. And when I put those packs of shingles on the roof, one, I went back to taking 1 pack of shingles up the ladder. But also, I realized at that moment, my brain is probably going to outlast my back. And so I've been very fortunate to find a place that kind of highlights some of my strengths. I like to read, I like to write, and I like to find solutions. And this job gives me plenty of opportunity to challenge myself and find solutions to challenges that real people are having. And so that's very fulfilling. So one of the most important things from my aspect is we've tripled in revenue in the 14 years I've been here, and I'm super proud to be a part of a team that's growing. When I was pitched the position 14 years ago, a guy named John James sat me down and explained what this company did and the potential that he saw in this company. And I've really found that to bear out over those 14 years. The potential is still there. We're a growing company, and it's exciting to be a part of a company that has a great path to this point, but also potential that is immeasurable. Nobody likes to be alone. Nobody likes to feel alone when you have a question. With state and federal communications, you will not be alone. In my position, I don't like to be alone. When I hear a question I haven't heard before, I have a great team that I turn to, and they help me confirm what I'm thinking or scratch what I'm thinking, right? And so I imagine it's very similar for a lot of our clients who are sitting at their desk by themselves. We have assembled a team that is as good as it's ever been. And so the personnel that a client has access to is really top notch. So you're getting qualified individuals and dedicated individuals who know what they signed up for. And they know if they haven't heard your question before, they've heard something pretty similar. And they have the tools they need, the tools I need to get a solution for client's issue. Yeah, some of the most interesting projects we receive involve the provision of one thing, or the provision of the same items across all the states. You could think of it as a conference where lawmakers are coming in from all over the country, and you want to give them each a stainless steel drinking vessel, right? And so you've got to analyze that same question 50 times, and you're not going to get the same answer 50 times. So the layers of regulation can be challenging at times. In addition to jurisdictions being different, you could be in one jurisdiction and have to look at federal, state, local, and even agency specific rules and regulations. So that's something that takes time really to develop expertise in, and also takes a team that really gets it, that really knows I'm not done with this analysis yet until I've looked at it from all levels of regulation. Most of the questions come down to, is this permissible? And if so, is it reportable? So some of the areas of lobbying that are most confounding or interesting involve gifts, or involve providing something. Maybe it's not defined as a gift, but you're providing something to a covered official. And so the area of gifts, gift compliance, really takes a lot of our best efforts to get to that first part of the analysis. Is it permissible? And then once we have that, now we're going to turn to, is it reportable? And so interesting, yes, but also we have a long history of providing good, solid information. So we have a process we go through, and that transcends jurisdiction or specific question, because the process is what ensures we're going to get to the right answer. State and federal communications is as close to an easy button as I've come across. So that is what I believe benefits our clients.